This week, the opening track of Side 2, Designing the Sound of the Brides. Side 1 ended with Jonathan struggling inside the castle. Side 2 begins with the women he's trapped with. 3 women kept in a castle for centuries, defined entirely by the man who owns them. And the song needs to be their voice, which means I have a problem. How do you write rage without shouting? Most songs about anger sound the same way. Design the anger carefully. Loud guitars, aggressive vocals, the musical equivalent of a fist on a table, which is fine, but it's male rage. This is something surgical. These women have had 128 years to think about exactly what they want to say. When I was working on the strings for this track, I tried a few different things before I landed on what's there now. I can't remember exactly what I tried first. Project files get overwritten, ideas get abandoned, you move on. But I know what wrong sounded like. So let me show you. So, here's the strings under the verse doing what strings commonly do under a vocal. It's lush, it's mournful, it's full. That is the sound of grief, not rage. Sounds nice. Sounds like a film score. Sounds completely wrong. Because it's mournful. The strings are crying with them. And that's not what we need. These women aren't crying. They're not asking for sympathy. They're stating facts about what's been done to them. So I tried something else. A complete shift in the articulation. Sharp, percussive, hollow. That was the breakthrough for the texture, because these women aren't ever fulfilled in their world. They never have been. Everything they do happens slightly out of step with the men around them. You can hear the displacement before you can name it. That's the texture working. With the strings figured out, the rest fell into place. French horns opening using the Roli from last episode. I took Marco Parisi's Patreon course, and now I get the Roli much more, and I switched to a different sample library. Anyway, it's almost an overture. The album announcing that something has changed. Vocal close-mic'd, whispered. Billie Eilish territory. Rage delivered as confession. And underneath it all, 4 chords. The whole song is built on 4 chords. The simplicity is deliberate. The verses stay low, surgical. Then the chorus opens up and the rage is revealed, which is where the line I'm most proud of writing finally arrives. You made us brides. Now you're the ones who kneel. By the time you reach it, you felt 128 years of restraint compressed into a song. There's an instrumental break in the middle. The French horns returns. Same instruments that opened the track. Duh, angrier, more forward. As if the horns have heard what the women said and is now playing it back to the room. The instrument has been radicalized by the lyrics, which is the most pretentious thing I've said in 11 episodes. But also, listen to it. So that's where the Brides currently sits. 4 chords, marcato strings, a whispered vocal that sounds like Billie Eilish thinking about murder. A French horn that gets angrier as the song goes on. It still needs production polish. The vocal needs work. The mix needs balance. But the bones are right. Subscribe if you want to hear the finished version. I'll be the one wondering why I didn't just buy the Porsche.